There are 12 entries into the Star Wars movie franchise so far, and with the upcoming Mando and Grogu movie on the horizon, this is the perfect time to take a look at what we already have and tier Star Wars movies based on my opinions in 2025. Once again, there are 12 movies, being the main timeline films, the films in the trilogy, which is basically just a trilogy of trilogies, and then the kind of side films, being Rogue One, Han Solo, The Star Wars Story, and the Clone Wars movie. Quickly, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. Only 1% of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. It's free, you can always unsubscribe. Okay, yes, so we are doing another tier list. This time it is the Star Wars movies themselves. So, we have got every movie, starting with the 3 different ones, and then the 9 trilogy movies, as I described in the intro. Okay, there's the ad plastered that. Great. Anyway, first movie, Clone Wars. That's a great detail. It's not a good film. The Clone Wars show is S tier or A tier, but the Clone Wars movie is pretty bad, to be honest. Yeah, the Clone Wars movie is not it. I do not care for Rot of the Hutt, whoever. Okay, that's gone, lovely. Yeah, I do not care for Rot of the Hutt, though. Anyway, Rogue One, on the other hand, S tier. Such an amazing movie. I love Jyn Erso, I love Andor, I love K2SO, I love Krennic. The amount of original characters that were made for this movie and became well-loved characters is insane. This movie was not very well received at the start, but now it's turned into one of the most loved Star Wars movies. Kind of like Revenge of the Sith did. How, like, it wasn't the best. Like, people didn't really like it at the start, but now it is everybody's favourite. And Rogue One is definitely one of my favourites. Solo Star Wars Story is a difficult one, because obviously it's not the best, but it's not the worst. I think we'll go C tier for now. Maybe that's too low, maybe B tier. We'll see. Okay, definitely not D tier. You know what? Do we put... Okay, what am I doing? Clone Wars goes down to F, and then we'll put Solo in C. That makes more sense, I feel. Yeah, I like that. Attack of the Clones. Super mid movie, to be honest. Not the dialogue is iffy. I don't like sound. Like, everything about this movie, it has some great scenes. I'll go C tier again for now. No, I'm gonna go D tier, because it is a really entertaining film. It is really fun to watch. I do really enjoy watching Attack of the Clones, but it is not the best written movie. Not the best written. Revenge of the Sith, on the other hand, is an amazingly wrote film. I had the pleasure of going to see Revenge of the Sith in cinemas on April 25th, and it was the best cinema experience I ever had. If you go over to my TikTok and then scroll down to April 25th, you can see any video that I made about Revenge of the Sith around that time. And I think I made 3 or 4. And genuinely, it might have just been like a 4-minute video of me just yapping about Revenge of the Sith, saying, oh my god, it was so good, oh my god. But that's how I feel about the movie. It's so much fun to watch. It's wrote nearly perfectly, maybe like a 8.5 out of 10 on the writing, 10 out of 10 on the entertainment, 10 out of 10 on the choreography. Like, the acting is really good as well. Definitely a big step up from Attack of the Clones. It's another film that was super hated when it came out, but now it's people's favourite. And I agree. A New Hope, I love A New Hope. I feel like A New Hope is just an easy A tier, a great introduction into what would turn to be the greatest franchise in history. Absolutely amazing film. Yeah, again, great introduction. Maybe we move it back down to B tier at some point. In my opinion, it is the weakest of the original trilogy, so maybe we do move it down to B. But for now, A tier is appropriate. Empire Strikes Back is another good A tier. That's the thing, though, because... Okay, you know what, I'm just going to do this now, really quickly, because it'll all come together. Return of the Jedi is my second favourite movie, right? I love Return of the Jedi. Amazing ending, super satisfying ending, happy ending as well. Amazing writing, amazing character development, amazing just characters. But this movie, sorry, Luke and Leia kissed, and then they became siblings in this one. Like, obviously, at this point, George Lucas did not intend to make them siblings, but then he did. And then it's kind of just like a bit weird. Anyway, what else shall I say? The thing about these two, I don't think Empire Strikes Back is S tier for me, just because I don't think it's right to have 12 movies and have 4 of them be S tier. That's just not realistic. So, what I want to do, I want to put Empire Strikes Back in A tier, but the problem is, Empire Strikes Back and A New Hope isn't on the same tier for me. So this is where the problem comes in. So do I just do it and have 4 S tiers? Or do I be a bit mean and move A New Hope down to B tier? Neither. You know what? I'll do neither for now. Because next up is Force Awakens. And I think Force Awakens is better than A New Hope. No, I don't. No, I don't. Just because I prefer the characters in A New Hope. And it's more entertaining. But Force Awakens is a great written movie. A great introduction to the sequels. And it is super sad that it was kind of wasted on The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. Speaking of which, The Last Jedi is next. Which is going to go C tier. And Rise of Skywalker is just going to go down here. Like, The Last Jedi isn't the worst thing in the world, in my opinion. Like, Luke Skywalker is kind of ruined, but his return was nice. And honestly, the fight with the, I forgot what they're called, Praetorian Guards. The fight with the Praetorian Guards is super overhated. Also, I'm going to move it above Solo. Last movie is The Phantom Menace, but I'm not going to do that yet. I need to decide what I'm doing with A New Hope. Because, right, I think The Force Awakens is a good beta, but do I think it just adds more? It's like some kind of inconsistent triad type stuff. Alright, you know what? I'll just leave A New Hope there. Force Awakens is a good beta. Because the thing is, A New Hope and Force Awakens are 2 amazing films, in my opinion. Both like 8.5, 9 out of 10s. Genuinely. So I think we go... Yeah, I think we stick with that. And then Phantom Menace, of course. That is difficult. No, it's not. Better than Solo movie. Because honestly, the only thing that's kind of dragging this film down a little bit is Jar Jar Binks, and he's really annoying. But even then, he's just got an iconic presence, and I couldn't imagine the Phantom Menace without Jar Jar Binks. But, obviously, I've not watched the Solo movie in a really long time. So you know what? I feel like it'd be hypocritical, because I have not watched the Solo movie since it came out. So maybe what I'll do, I will re-rank this in 2026 when the Grogu film comes out, and by then I will have also rewatched Solo, and then I can change my opinion on it. And I'll also like rewatch the Clone Wars, I'll rewatch the sequels, and my opinion will probably change a lot. For now, we move Solo down to D tier, which might be a bit mean. And then, no. I was about to move... You know what, we'll have Phantom Menace above Last Jedi, but Last Jedi... No. Yeah, Phantom Menace above Last Jedi and Last Jedi above Attack of the Clones. Because I don't think any of these movies deserve to be on the same tier as Force Awakens. Like, in this tier list, the gap between B and C is like a full point. Like, this is a 8 to 9 out of 10. This is a 7 to 8 out of 10. Like, the gap between these two is massive. Okay, what the hell? Okay, it's fixed, it's okay. No, it's not. Okay, there we go, it's fixed. Okay, that is my Star Wars film tier list, guys. Let me know if there's anything you disagree with. What do you think? What's your favourite Star Wars movie? What is your least favourite Star Wars movie? And yeah, I will do a re-rank in 2026. Also, I will do shows ranking, and then I will do an overall ranking with like 30 projects, and it'll be all the shows, all the movies, and it'll be a super long video. It'll probably be like 30 minutes. This one's like 10. Anyway, let me think of this, and thanks for watching. Bye.